Hello, it's Tay and Tom.
What's happening? We have been extremely quiet. That's because we've been hella busy planning a most excellent adventure. Today we're going to take you through what we're going to be up to, where we're going and what we're taking with us. Let's go. We're hoping to explore Southeast Asia.
So we have booked a one-way ticket to Bali. That means we are actually flying into Denspar. I can't say that. So that actually means that we're flying into Bali later on in April this month, which is nuts.
We absolutely cannot wait. Get us to that beach now. Where we go after Bali, who knows? You'll just have to stick around and find out, won't you?
So why Southeast Asia?
I'm at a point in my life where I'm like so ready to jump out of my comfort zone again. Like years and years and years ago, I did a lot of traveling, and you kind of slip back into this routine when you fall out of that, of comfortability. There's been this little like naggly thing in the back of my brain that's almost kind of like forcing me to go and do something else and step outside of my comfort zone. Taylor is the one that suggested Southeast Asia, and after seeing, sorry, I just cut this guy off. Don't cut people off in traffic. Yeah, after seeing the way of life out there, the scenery, the culture, how the people are, it's kind of hard to ignore.
Well, Bali has been on my bucket list for years. Again, have done not as much travelling as Tom, but have previously lived out in Mexico, and I knew that Bali was always going to be on my bucket list, even like Thailand, Philippines, all of those areas. So yeah, when it came to looking at affordability, where would be great to go and try, as well as going to places where not a lot of people need a lot to feel happiness, and that's a really big thing for me as well when it comes down to culture, is how the people are. And through researching all about Southeast Asia, I've only heard amazing things, especially around Bali and around Thailand as well.
So how are we feeling about going on this adventure? Honestly, it's super daunting. Like I said, we've booked a one-way ticket. Like, that in itself is scary. But again, it goes back to what I was talking about, stepping outside of that comfortability, about nurturing that inner need to do more with life and get more out of life. And I think that just adds to that sense of adventure. Although we know we're going Bali, we don't really know where we're going after that. We have some ideas in mind, but it just adds to that sense of adventure. And we know that if we get out there and it's not for us, and we decide, you know, F this, we want to come home, we know we can do that at any point. But also the idea of not knowing where you're going next is really effing cool, and just makes it so much more exciting. So it is daunting, it is scary, but often at times in life I think anything worth doing should make you feel like that. If it's not pushing you as a person, if it's not challenging you, then you kind of got to ask yourself like what you're doing it for or what's missing.
Although it is really daunting, I do feel the same. However, I also thrive in these sorts of situations, not really knowing what the next point is going to be or where that's going to take us. And I think having that flexibility whilst travelling as well is going to open us up to so many more opportunities and things to see, because we're not on this strict plan of, you know, we have to be here at this time on this date. We can pretty much just go with the flow. So what have we done to prepare? First of all, we got a storage unit, and we're currently unloading a load of our stuff again into the storage unit today. Where are you going? There's no room for me.
We don't even need this. So, moving all of our crap into storage. I was really close then. Moving all of our crap into storage basically means that we are moving into our backpacks. So, we technically don't have a place to live. We're homeless. So you can actually get so much stuff in here. You could literally just lock you in here. It's not a body part. All done. We are moving into our backpacks.
Yay!
It's again daunting, but it's also kind of freeing, knowing that the only stuff you got to worry about
Is what's in your backpack.
is what's in your backpack.
I mean, we've still got another trip to do.
Yeah, we haven't got every single item in storage just yet, but it's getting there. Little drips and drabs, and then yeah, off we go. So what are we packing?
So first of all, we needed a big old trusty backpack, and this one we found on Amazon. This is by Love Vuk. It can be used as carry-on luggage, which is obviously what we plan to do as often as we can on all of our flights. So this is the backpack that we chose, and it is linked in the description box below on our Amazon storefront.
So this is everything I'm taking, and this little collection is what Taylor's taking. Let's go through it. Minimalistic as you like. Pair of shorts. We'll also be taking these I'm wearing. So 2 pairs of shorts, 1 pair of swim shorts. Vests, I've got 3 here, we'll be taking 1 more. 3 t-shirts, we'll also be taking 1 more. And just a nice shirt to wear if we go out for din-dins. Boxers, my socks are currently in the wash. Hat, sunglasses, cargo pants, trainers, sliders. Nice and easy. Now it's Taylor's turn.
Don't judge me. So we have got a couple of 2-piece sets. So this is one of them. A crochet dress, 2 sports bras, a bum bag, some sunglasses. I've got 4 pairs of shorts, 2 are gym shorts, 2 are normal, 2 sets of pyjamas, socks, underwear, 3 bikinis, 2 sets of shoes. So I've got some white sandals and some black sandals. I'm also going to be travelling in my Converse, so I always have them as well. 4 t-shirts, and then 4 2-piece sets here as well. So it's not really that much more. But that's everything I'm going to be taking. So these are all the toiletries that we're packing. So we've got the first aid kit, some Imodium and allergy tablets, some orange vitamin C boosters, cotton buds, 2 roll-on deodorants, some razors, Tom's lovely beard oil, and then this is the shower filter, which we have been advised in the whole of Southeast Asia to be using this to protect our hair. I know a lot of people that have been travelling there and their hair have fallen out because they haven't been able to use a shower filter, so we have linked this in our Amazon storefront for you as well, the same as the backpack. But yeah, if you are going to Southeast Asia for longer periods of time, definitely invest in one of these and grab one. Some mini shampoo and conditioner, because we're just going to get some more when we're there. Some sunscreen. Now we have found out that sunscreen is really expensive in Bali and Thailand, so we've just got these basically just to be sure we've got a couple of days worth before we have to go and get some more. A little lip balm there as well. Soap, some reusable face washers for me, some toothpaste, lots of hand san, 2 toothbrushes, hair grips, bubbles, and I think that's everything that we're taking toiletry wise. This is the makeup that I'm taking, so I've got 2 small skincare products down here, and I've gone pretty basic with my makeup, so just basically one of everything. I'm only taking a skin tint as well, some mascara, a lip tint, some vibrant serum. This is from Stories and Ink. This is amazing, it's like really glistening on the skin. Primer, a little blush balm Made by Mitchell, and some NYX primer and setting spray. So yeah, not too much to take. The most important thing are those eyelashes.
So this is what we're taking electronic wise. So we've got camera and phone tripod. We have extension cable, because then we only need to plug it into 1 adapter, and then we've got 4 normal plugs, and also we've got loads of USB ports as well. This one also has a surge protector as well, so if we've got our electronics plugged into it and there is a power cut in the hotel, this is going to keep your crap safe. So always worth looking at that if you're taking an extension anywhere, if it's got a surge protector. Laptop, essential. We were going to take my laptop as well, but honestly mine can't handle editing footage, so we are just taking Taylor's. All our hopes and dreams rest on this one laptop. Perfect. Little mini speaker. Taking our microphones, got our DG Mavic mini drone, which we go into a lot more detail on our other videos, so if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. And we're taking our camera as well, and also the GoPro, which is in my hand. And all of that fits into these 2 backpacks. Again, you can find them in our Amazon storefront, linked in the description below. Today is vaccination day. No, not woo. I'm absolutely cacking my pants. I hate injections, which I know that probably seems weird coming from someone with a lot of tattoos, but it's a different ball game, man. Injections are going into my flesh and I don't approve of it. It makes me feel weird, but needs must. So here we go, we're going to do mine and then we're going to go and do Taylor's.
And we will let you know which ones we're going to be getting done and if they're any different between the two of us as well.
Yay, let's go. Ugh. Christ. Ugh. Sad.
Tom's vaccinations done.
All done.
Show me on. Doing that arm,
Two
which
on
is
that
Hep A and
one.
typhoid.
Yeah.
And one in there, which
One on
was
that one.
tetanus.
I can't remember. I just wanted it over with. So you get the hepatitis A, and then if you go back and get a booster for Hep A, that will then last you 25 years, as long as you get that booster within a year of you first having it. All my stuff was out of date. And then what we have, tetanus and typhoid.
Yeah.
So those are the two on my left arm, and they last 10 years.
Smashed
Wasn't as
it.
bad as I remember it though, although I still hated the whole process. I'm actually sweating. The concept of a needle going inside my flesh is not okay. There you go. Because I was such a good boy with my vaccinations, Taylor Crisp has bought me a McDonald's. This is the only cure for such a horrible morning. It wasn't that bad. I'm overreacting. Oh, McDonald's consumed, absolutely lovely. Onward we go to Taylor's vaccinations. Just a little bit more on the vaccinations as well. So again, the ones I had today, which the NHS will do you a solid for free, is hepatitis A, typhoid and tetanus. There are a bunch of other ones that you can get. The information for that is available on the NHS website and they do take you through it on the day. Anything other than the big three, all others are private vaccinations which you'll most likely have to pay for.
You do have to have a visa to get into Bali, and there are quite a few that you can choose from. We went for the visa on arrival, but we did do this online. All of the links that you need for Bali in the description box below. But we went for, I believe it's called the B1 visa, which is visa on arrival, and that gives us 30 days in Bali, and you can also then extend it for a further 30 days, and that costs £25-ish each. The next thing we had to do is your tourist tax. So this is about £7 each, so about £14 total. And again, I'll leave the website that you need to go and pay that. It's called Love Bali, and you can do that at any point before you arrive. And then you also have your health declaration form and your customs declaration form, which have to be done 72 hours before you arrive in the country. So we haven't done ours yet, but I do have the links for those. And you can only basically submit those forms literally 3 days before you fly into the country. So they're the last two things that you'll need to do as well.
Very good indeed. Onward! Here we are, Taylor's doctor, which I must say, it's a very nice establishment. How are we feeling?
Okay, let's try and get on done.
Let's get after it. All done?
All done.
Verdict?
It was okay, it was fine. Really lovely doctor as well, which made it even more easy. Got a little bit more information on some of the vaccinations, some things not to do, but yeah, they felt fine. All done.
Wow, what a view. Scenery's alright too. Ooh.
Today we felt like it was one of those days where we needed some fresh air and some green grass and some sunshine.
There's a lot of sheep poo here, but it's fine. Absolutely glorious day.
Let's talk to you about where we're flying from and where we're flying to, and then we'll also talk to you about the stays that we've got booked.
I want to stay here. We're flying from London Heathrow. We're going to have to get a taxi. It's not going to be cheap.
A taxi that we're currently looking at, the cheapest that we found is £158 from where we live to the airport.
That's about an hour and a half drive at 5 in the morning. Could have got a coach from our local bus station, but didn't really want to do that on Saturday night at 3 in the morning. Not where we're from, mate. Absolutely not. I would rather get picked up from the house, to the airport and we can have a little napsy on the drive.
Yes. We're going to be flying from London Heathrow to Singapore. We have a 6-hour layover in Singapore to then fly to Bali. So the total flight time is around 19 hours. Let's talk about some stays. This was probably the hardest part of the trip because we're so in depth when we're looking at somewhere to stay. We obviously have a budget in mind as well, so for us we were looking at places anywhere between £9 and £14 to £18 a night. That's the budget that we set for ourselves. And then we would also want to check things like reviews, the pictures, where it is located on the map, because for me obviously being local to food, coffee shops, the beach isn't a necessity because we can always grab taxis there and they're super cheap on apps like Grab and Gojek, which is like our Uber Eats and Uber taxis basically. More like locality of being able to get our shopping, our water, and just get into some places without it being too much difficulty, which means we can walk somewhere, explore the area without being too far out. So that was something that was really important to us as well. So the first place that we're going to be staying in Canggu is £235 for 2 weeks, and it's in a really nice local area to Canggu, which means everything is accessible around us. The reviews were coming in at around 8.5 for this place. Moving on to our second place, which we recently just changed this. Our original plan was to go from Canggu to Seminyak. However, we're really not looking for that party vibe, which Seminyak is really well known for. So we are actually going onto the opposite side of the island and going to Sanur, which is a much more peaceful, quiet, less touristy area, but has just opened up quite a lot of new food places, a new mall that is there. It's really close to the beach, which is lovely, but it's a much calmer atmosphere. So this is where we're staying in Sanur. Now this is one of the best prices that we got on a property. This is £179 for 2 weeks again. However, this one is a full apartment. So that is our first month all sorted for Bali, and we do plan on heading to Uluwatu and Ubud for our second month. We did book all of our apartments through Skyscanner, and I will link all of these in the description box below so you can go and check them out there. So yeah, we're feeling really grateful and really lucky and super excited to just get out there.
Honestly though, just feeling so excited to get out there now. I think it's like 16 days until we go, a couple of weeks. Yeah, it feels crazy that we're doing it. Even today, just feeling like super blessed that we're just out here in a beautiful part of the country, just feeling super lucky at the moment.
If you love journaling just like me, especially daily, and you want to track everything to do with your travel adventure, then this download is going to be perfect for you. In the travel journal you have everything from your trip overview, a packing list, a budget and expense tracker, daily journal pages where you can go in and track everything from your day, a trip overview at the end to cover everything that you loved. I've also included some scrapbook pages where you can stick in receipts, photos, and any of the memories that you want to keepsake from your trip as well. If you do download this, let me know what you think, and I'm super excited for you guys to get your hands on it. I'll be taking mine myself away with us to Bali.
As always guys, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. If you want to support us and you want to follow us on all the amazing adventures we've got coming up, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you don't miss anything. We are going to get back to uploading way more often. It's going to be such an exciting adventure. Can't wait to take you guys along with us, and we'll see you out there.